Ever wondered if the spirit of money is a thing? Well, ponder no more, dear listener. You're about to embark on a hilarious journey of enlightenment. Yes, enlightenment. We're not talking about the kind where you sit cross-legged chanting Om till you levitate. No, we're talking about the kind where you understand that money, yes, that crumpled up note in your pocket, is more than just a means to buy that extra large pizza with extra cheese. Imagine, if you will, a world where money is perceived not as a mere transactional tool, but as a form of energy, an entity with its own spirit. Sounds bonkers, right? But hold on to your wallets, folks, because this concept isn't as new as you might think. From the ancient barter trade system to today's digital transactions, the essence of money has always been a representation of exchange, a form of energy transfer. Now, don't you find it a bit amusing that we've gone from exchanging goats and chickens to swiping plastic cards and scanning QR codes? In some cultures, money is revered almost like a deity. People pray for it, make sacrifices for it, and some even have rituals to multiply it. Picture this: a man in his pajamas, on his knees, praying to the gods of prosperity, O mighty credit card. Multiply thy blessings upon my humble checking account. Of course, I jest. But it's a funny thought, isn't it? How we've come to treat money with a reverence and desperation often reserved for higher powers. And yet there are those who believe that the pursuit of wealth is incompatible with a spiritual life. In reality, the connection between spirituality and wealth isn't as black and white as it seems. Just like energy, money can be used for both good and bad. It all depends on how you use it and perceive it. So, if you ever thought that spirituality and money were as compatible as cats and water, prepare to have your mind blown. Now, let's dive into the story of our hero, Johnny Cashless, a man whose bank account was as dry as British humour. Once upon a time, Johnny Cashless was a man who was more familiar with the term overdraft than savings. His wallet was as empty as a politician's promises, and his bank account was like a desert, never seeing the rain of currency. Then, one day, he had a spiritual awakening. He decided to view money not as slips of paper or metal coins, but as a form of energy that flows in and out. His bank account may have been a barren wasteland, but his spirit was now a thriving oasis. So began his journey to financial abundance. He started with meditation sessions where he visualized money flowing towards him like a river rushing to the sea. He would sit in lotus position, chanting mantras that included tax returns and interest rates. They say laughter is the best medicine, and Johnny's meditation sessions surely provided a healthy dose of hilarity. His favorite mantra was, "I am a magnet for tax returns, interest rates bow to my will." Imagine, if you will, a man in deep meditation, chanting about tax returns and interest rates. It was like watching a monk recite the stock market report, a sight as ludicrous as it was amusing. But Johnny was undeterred. He was determined to make his financial dreams a reality. He replaced his old habits with new, more financially savvy ones. Instead of spending his money on frivolous things, he invested in stocks and bonds. He swapped his lottery tickets for savings accounts. He even started using coupons, a move that shocked his friends more than his newfound spiritual path. And you know what? It worked. Money started flowing in his direction. His bank account, once as dry as a stale scone, started filling up. His wallet, previously as empty as a politician's promises, was now brimming with cash. His friends were flabbergasted, his family was astounded, and Johnny, well, he was just smug. And so, Johnny Cashless, once the king of empty pockets, started his spiritual journey to financial abundance. Johnny's spiritual journey wasn't all rainbows and unicorns, or should we say it wasn't all shiny coins and green bills. In his quest for financial success, Johnny faced challenges that would make even the most dedicated coin collector cringe. But ever the optimist, Johnny faced these hurdles with a sense of humour that could make a penny laugh. One of his first trials was when he attempted to heal his wallet with crystals. Yes, you heard it right, crystals. Johnny, bless his heart, believed that by placing a crystal inside his wallet, it would cleanse the negative energy that was preventing money from flowing in. He imagined the crystal would act like a magnet, pulling in wealth from all corners of the universe. But alas, the only thing it seemed to pull in was a bewildering amount of lint and a dubious look from the cashier at the grocery store. Undeterred, Johnny moved on to his next idea: money-scented candles. This one truly takes the cake, or should we say the bank. Johnny thought that by filling his home with the scent of money, he would attract more of it into his life. He had visions of notes and coins floating through the air, drawn to the irresistible smell of, well, money. You can imagine his disappointment when the only thing his money-scented candles attracted were his neighbours, curious about the peculiar smell wafting from his house. Through these amusing misadventures, Johnny discovered an important truth about money and energy. He realised that money, just like energy, has a natural flow. It's not about trying to force it, manipulate it, or trick it into your life. It's about understanding the give and take, the earnings and the spendings. He learned that money is not something to hoard or fear, but a tool to be used wisely. And so, Johnny's spiritual journey took him from trying to heal his wallet with crystals to understanding the true nature of money. So Johnny learned that money, just like energy, flows. It's all about the give and take, the earnings and the spendings. Fast forward a few years, and Johnny Cashless became Johnny Cashmore. But how did that happen? Well, let's unravel this monetary mystery, shall we? Johnny's transformation was nothing short of a fiscal fairy tale. He went from counting pennies to counting blessings, and oh boy, did those blessings come with a lot of zeros at the end. Johnny's spiritual approach to money had him treating his wallet like a temple. He started by purging it of all the old receipts, expired coupons, and that one gum wrapper that's been there since the dawn of time. Then he began feeding it a balanced diet of crisp notes and shiny coins. Why, you ask? Because, as Johnny put it, money also needs a healthy diet, you know. His transition was so dramatic that he went from slurping instant noodles to savouring tofu steaks at fancy vegan restaurants. Talk about an upgrade, right? And just like that, Johnny Cashless became a living proof that spirituality and money are not only compatible, but they can also lead to a financially abundant life. So what can we learn from Johnny's journey besides the fact that money-scented candles are a thing? Well, first off, it's that you shouldn't try to pay for things in pennies unless you want to make a cashier cry. But more importantly, money isn't just a crinkly bit of green paper or a shiny coin, it's energy. It's the spiritual fuel for our material dreams. So, next time you look at your wallet, remember Johnny Cashless. Because money, dear listener, is more than just paper, it's energy, it's spiritual, and it's definitely hilarious.